And welcome everyone to Learn a Trade. My name is Kevin Tate. Glad to be here with you today. Thank you for joining me. Today's broadcast is titled Bunn Cappuccino Machine Service, Removal and Install. This is a few clips of removal that I did on a 7-Eleven site to remove an old cappuccino machine. The machine that you're seeing there now, that is a FMD5, FMD5, because it has 5 flavors. And this machine has been in there, I would say, probably at least 10, 15 years. So it was time for them to get an upgrade. So I wanted to share this with you and just go over a few of the steps in the process of removing the machine and then installing the new machine. So as you can see here, this is how it was, the old machine sitting in there. Not much space on the sides or in the back. There's machines in the back of it. There's equipment on the sides of it, and as you can see on both sides, there's equipment there. So there's always very tight space to work with. And you can see here down on the bottom left, I have that's the water line going to the bottom of the machine, which I will go through as I remove that and everything. Next clip here, first thing you want to do is remove the hoppers. And I've already removed one of the hoppers over here, and there's 4 more hoppers that I'm going to remove. And I usually remove those and set them to the side until I have the new machine put in place. And then I'll go through and swap out the product that's in there. So I'm not throwing out any of their product. What I do is I'll swap the product that's in the old hopper. I'll put it into the new hoppers. And then that way we're not wasting any of their product. This is just showing you how I put the product aside. I usually put them in the order that they were in the old machine so that I can keep the order the same way. So right here they have hot chocolate. Right here they have sweet treat cappuccino. Here they have winter wonderland and cookies and cream. And then over here, I think that was like a French vanilla flavor or something like that. But we'll see in the next few clips. And right here, I have all of the product. All of the hoppers are removed. They're all lined up there. Right here, wanted to show you, this is where you would go next. Remove the lower panel. That's this panel right here. And you would remove that panel. There's 3 screws that hold that panel in. And you remove those 3 screws, pull out the panel, the bottom towards you, and then the top will come down also. And right in here, you can see there's 2 control boards, and those control boards control these motors, the motors and the hoppers. Okay, so this left side hopper, I'm sorry, this left side circuit board controls these three valves right here and the auger motors for the hoppers up top. And the right one controls these two um, motors. And this is the drain tube. This is the tube that you're going to use to drain the tank out. It's important to drain that tank because it's a lot of lifting to replace these machines. So you want to try to get it as light as possible or lighter than you so that you can be able to maneuver it. Um, so use pull this drain line out um, through the front and let it hang, and then you'll slide the machine forward so that that tube hangs over the edge of the counter, and then just have like a 5 gallon bucket underneath to catch the water. Right here, I'm removing the inlet line, the water inlet line. I have a pair of pinch offs on there, um, and then I'm just undoing the fitting. It's a 9/16 with a 9/16 wrench that'll undo that fitting. Just take that fitting off. Your water's turned clamped off or turned off, and then you can just let it hang until you are ready to reconnect it to the new equipment. And also the power cord is right here. So that power cord is pulled out and I have it rolled up underneath the equipment. This right here, as you can see, I have the shut off, the pinch off is that's a that white piece there. That's a white plastic pinch off. I have that opened up so that the water is going to go out into a 5 gallon bucket down below and just let it empty. It's about a gallon and a half of water in there. Um, it, it may even be 3 gallons. I believe that might be a 3 gallon tank in these. So it's a lot of water in there. So you know, you want to make sure you go ahead and let it drain out. You'll probably dump about 2 to 2.5 to 3 buckets of 5 gallon buckets of water with when you empty these out. So keep that in mind. Right here, as I'm letting that water empty out or drain out, I let the water drain out. I got my lift table right here, as you can see. Yeah, a little closer look at it there. My lift table's here. I place a piece of foam in between the frame of the lift table and the new machine just to avoid any scratches or anything like that on the equipment as I'm moving it into the building. So you want to protect the equipment as well. And I've already emptied out the old machine. I pulled that off of the counter and I brought it out to the set it to the side until I'm ready to load up my truck, and then I can use the lift to load that back on my truck. And now I'm back inside. I have the new machine in place. I have my water connection connected. I have my power cord going down through the top of the counter, along with the water line. And I'm gonna, when I'm ready, I'll plug that in and allow the unit to fill up. Now it's gonna take it a while. It takes it a little while for that tank to fill up. And once that tank fills up, that's when the unit will begin heating. And just keep in mind that it takes close to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for that tank to heat completely to where it's ready. So you can use that time to write up your invoice or do your paperwork, write up any parts that you've used, and clean up the area. Um, you can use that time also to swap out product from the old hopper to the new hoppers, and then make sure you can switch over all of the labels. Um, the new units come with new labels, but you may have to use the labels that the store had on the old equipment. Just peel it off and put it back on to the new equipment, because some of the flavors that these stores use are not the same as the new labels that are sent. So you can always figure it out like that. You can switch it over from the old machine to the new one so that they have the proper labeling on the machine. And this right here, just showing you, this is the new style circuit board. This no longer has two circuit boards to control the different sides. It has one circuit board that controls all five sides in one circuit board. So that's the difference there. And as you can see, what it'll say on the screen is it will say tank filling, and then it will also give you a temperature readout, but it won't start heating until that tank is completely full. And then right here is the merchandiser signs. These come in a large envelope that comes along with the new machine, and usually you want to go ahead and at least take these labels out and put them and install them in the new equipment while you're on site, so that the franchisee or the manager doesn't have to try to do it and then potentially damage something. So this way, that the merchandiser signage, that you put it in place, and that it was light, it had light, and these new units, they use LED lights. So you just want to make sure that you go ahead and put the signage in yourself, instead of letting them do it and then there being an issue later on or something. Um, and as you can see, that tank is still filling. Okay. And then here, you can see how I put the labels on the bottom there. So it's labeled the same way that the old one was labeled, but at least all of the labels are on there. And the cup, the drain pan is on where they can sit their cups, and everything's ready to go. We're just waiting on the unit to heat up. Right now, it's in heat mode. Now it's at about, I think, 158 degrees. It's a little blurry, but you can make it out. There you go. Tank temp 158 degrees. So it's a little ways to go, and the unit will heat up, and then you'll be ready to dispense some product, and then you can be on your way to the next job site. But at least you have an idea on the process of swapping one of these machines out. And usually, if you're working on your own, if you're independent, um, you would need to, acquire a lift table of some type. Genie lift is what that one's called. That one that you seen earlier, it's called the Genie lift, and those help tremendously. So I mean, it is a good investment to invest in one of those, especially if you're working on your own, because it's not a lot of times that you'll be able to find someone that'll be able to come along with you on a job and stuff like that. And you know, at least this way you could be able to get the job done without too much of a hassle. And here the machine is ready to dispense. So this machine is ready to go. It's all set up um, for customers to use. It's heated up to the right temperature. These usually get between 185 to 190. Some of them you'll see get up to 195, but they're they're basically between, I'd say, 185 to 190 as far as your temperature goes. So um, this is the finished product here, and that will conclude this broadcast. I hope this was helpful to some of you out there or all of you out there. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I appreciate your comments. I'd like to send a shout out to all of those who new members who have joined as training members to the Learn a Trade website. And you know, please, by all means, go to our website, check it out. I have a lot of videos there that are helpful videos, some helpful content on the industry, um, some employment opportunities for contractors and for those who are looking to work for another company. So go ahead, go over to the website, join us, subscribe to this channel so you can get more of this content. I appreciate you all watching. Thank you and stay blessed.